What is the safe haven? Well, this video is not about this topic. Oli from Fails to Growth. And as you can see, guys, I'm not well prepared for this video because of my voice, as I passed through a 5-day sickness, so I was just lying in the bed like, you know. But I was thinking about this topic today, and I was thinking about what can be the safe haven. And so this video is called What I'm Not Investing in and Why. I believe it can be useful for you, as there will be some type of investments that are really, let's say, shitty, and after that another types of investment that can be good, but it depends what you expect from your investments, and also how much capital, for example, you have, at etc. So number one uh, is the thing that is called high yield investment. Why don't invest in these things? It is simple, because mostly they are not sustainable, right? You will, for example, receive an offer, usually social networks or something like that, or a blog or whatever like this. When you, for example, read about investing, when you have, for example, no experience and you want to start something, you will find a project that provides you, for example, or better to say, that promises 2% a day or 7% a week, for example, and motivational videos like man driving fast car and these things. Hey, forget about this. Forget about this. Okay, this is not safe haven and this is not sustainable. We can say this is something like Ponzi scheme or pyramid scheme. I don't want to say all of these are, for example, scams or something like that, but from my experience, my own experience, this is not sustainable investment, and it's usually good only for the, let's say, salesperson who are promoting these investments, because everybody who is in this and promoting this, and somebody who received the registration link, for example, from these kind of people, which means when you receive this registration link from this kind of schemes and you invest your money, then the person who sends you the link receives, for example, 10% of commission, and you can do the same, and someone under you and under you and under you and under you, and this is mathematically not sustainable. You would have to register all the universe and even another universe, another universe, another universe to earn some money. So I would avoid it at all. Number two, we are talking about crypto in this channel. I like crypto. I'm a fan of crypto, especially Bitcoin, because I believe it's future of the monetary system. Now there are some changes, for example, at the coinmain.io exchange. So they are changing the system. They are doing upgrade. You can check it. The link is under this video. And what I was gonna say, from time to time, for example, on Twitter, in request messages, I'm receiving offers. You won 1.5 Bitcoin. Only what you have to do is you need to send us 0.1 Bitcoin. Never do it, because you won't see it anymore. Or do you think somebody will give you money or Bitcoin just like that? Come on. I don't know what is the strategy exactly. It can be interesting advertisement for new exchanges, let's say, but well, we have only one name, yes. So I would recommend, really, don't do this. Don't send your bitcoins or anything just like that, because it's nonsense. And I believe most of the people who watch this don't do that, but there are even people who can watch these videos and they would do it. So I rather say, please try to avoid these things. I'm not gonna say what names these companies are, because first of all, I don't know them all, and second of all, I want to keep myself in let's say, safe shoes. Third thing is, for example, investing in gold, which is normal investment. Many people invest in gold, and yes, it is possible to earn money on gold, because gold is historically growing up. However, the gains are not that high. For example, when you see last 4 or 5 years, there is one, let's say, bull rally, and after it's like zoom, zoom, zoom. I'm sharing the chart under the video. Another thing, where to store it, and why you would, for example, hold a piece of gold if it's not jewelry, which is another thing, so something nice. Why you have to have, for example, I don't know, piece of little golden brick, for what? For what? Do you want to open a, let's say, a factory with electronics, or for example, gun production, which includes gold as well? If you want it, then it is worth to invest in gold, of course. In my opinion, investments in gold are replaced by Bitcoin at the moment, or maybe Ethereum or another cryptocurrencies that are here for a long time and they are stable. So investing in gold, I don't do because I don't find it absolutely useful. And you have to cut it, for example, and when you want little piece, so better to buy a little bit of Bitcoin, 0.0001 Bitcoin, to store it somewhere in hardware wallet, which is one of the safest way, probably the safest one. How to keep Bitcoin, we will talk about this in another video. And so that's why I don't invest in gold itself, as it was historical safe haven. But even history showed us, actually, for example, it was during the Second World War or before the Second World War, American government took, or let's say stole, maybe legally, of course, gold from the people because of the war. So it is not worth it to keep it, I guess, in my opinion. Another thing are diamonds. In my opinion, absolutely not good to invest in diamonds when you are like a person who, for example, doesn't have a lot of money. If it's not your hobby, to have a nice piece of diamond, for example, in a ring or something like that, one thing, like, okay. But to make it as an asset, it's good when you trade it. Yeah, I mean, you have a shop with diamonds, for example, or when you are a miner. This is another topic what I want to talk about: gold miners, diamond miners. In another video, I will talk about miners. It will be more miners, let's say gold miners, for example, diamond miners, maybe another precious metals and minerals and these things. As this is, in my opinion, very good and stable investment, because this is something like classical investing, let's say, or classical companies that will be here probably forever, as these materials has a lot of use in the industry. So diamonds, again, each diamond has little different, size, etc. It's very hard, for example, to recognize what is good, what is not good in evaluator. For example, when you go to stock market, you can learn certain things, certain, let's say, principles, and you can do your own valuation of the company, or you can even read analysis from people who understand it. And very often you can find this for free and like this. Another thing what I don't invest is I don't invest in things that are trendy, because trends are usually for short time and after they go bye-bye, so you can see this. It's better to invest in stable company that brings dividends, for example, and you don't have to think about diversification a lot, which doesn't mean you don't do diversification at all. It's good to have, for example, 2 3 companies which bring dividends, so you have a free cash flow regularly, and after you can use it in other investments, for example, or you can spend the money for what you want. I also don't invest in corporate bonds, because I find them very risky, and they bring like 5 6% a year. When when you see, for example, a company, dividend company, that can bring you, or that brings 8% a year and more on dividends, and after you see corporate bond that is direct investment in the company, and you could receive, for example, 5% only, then in my opinion the risk is too high and it's not worth it. But many people do it. There are even funds that help people to invest in these, so it can be discussion about that. From my opinion, I don't invest in it, and that's it. So yes, so for today I just wanted to share with you something about things that I don't invest in and why. It was probably a short video as I talk fast about that. Next video will be about miners, and it will be about precious metals, diamonds, and another miners. And I hold one miner at the moment. Link is in the comments under the video, so you can check what company it is. These days they started with kind of production, like they started to dig the first stuff from the ground. I'm waiting for this for more than 2 years. I'm really happy for that. It's perfect. And see you in the next video. Subscribe, like, comment, hit the bell button, visit my other stuff like other pages, for example Facebook, and bye bye.